everyone, I am Prashish Kumari from BCA PPU Batch 1 and this is my fellow member Anushka, Salini and Vaibhav. Today we are standing here to present presentation which is given by Akansha ma'am. So our topic is pointer. First slide is presented by me and my topic is what is pointer and what is advantage and disadvantage of pointer. Pointer is a special kind of variable that holds memory address. Pointer of any type can hold a 2 by 4 byte memory. Pointer can be represented by using asterisk before name. Pointer stores similar type of memory address. Pointer, the address of a variable can be retrieved using and before name. Pointer can be declared as int asterisk p, where int is the data type and p is the pointer name. Int s and represent address of s. Let's see what is the advantage and disadvantage of pointer. Pointer provides direct access to memory. Pointer provides a way to return more than one value to the function. Pointer reduces the complexity of the program and storage space. The disadvantage of pointer are slower than normal variable. Pointer are a bit difficult to understand. If the pointer has incorrect value, it may corrupt the memory. The further explanation I would like to call Salini.
My topic is pointer to pointer. First of all, we will know pointer is like a variables. It recognizes the address of memory address. If you want to store the address of pointers, then you use the concept of double pointer, that is pointer to pointer. Similarly, if you store the address of triple pointers, then you use the concept of triple pointers as soon. Here, this is in these figures. Here we can see that this is the variables, its value is 12 and the address of variables is 100. This is the pointer 1, that is a stress p. It stores the address of variables, that is 100, and the value of this pointers is 100. This is the pointer 2, that is a double pointer. It stores the address of single pointers, that is 150. The value of double pointers is 150 and single pointers address is 150. The examples of pointer is, firstly, we declares the variables, that is var 789. Then we declares pointer 1, that is used to store the address of variables, and we declare pointer 2, that is used to store the address of pointer 1, that is ptr1, stress ptr1. ptr1 stores the address of variables, and ptr2 stores the address of pointer 1, first pointer, that is single pointer. Print the value of variables, that is where the output will be the value of variable, that is 798. Next, print the value of single pointers, that is stress ptr1, then the output will be also same, that is 789. If we print single pointers, that is ptr1 only, then the output will be the address of variables, not the value of variable. If you print the value of variables using double pointers, then that is ptr2, then the output will also be same. But if we used single ptr, asterisk ptr2, then the output will be the address of variables. That's all. Thank you. And next slide will be discussed by Anushka.
And my topic is dynamic memory allocation. If already have a concept of array, but why we need dynamic memory allocation? Here we describe, let's take example. Here length of a array is 5, But if the requirement to change the length, then what we do? So in case one we need to if we want to insert three element in array, so here the two indices are wasting. And in next case, if we want to insert a 5 element, if already have a 5 array indices, so here we insert 5 element. But if you want to insert three more element, so it is not possible to change the size of a array. So here the concept of we need to dynamic memory allocation, because in dynamic memory allocation we allocate the memory dynamically. It is present in stdlib.h, and there are 4 library functions to in C to define the dynamic memory allocation. First one is malloc, second one is calloc, third one is realloc, fourth one is free. Reason of allocating the dynamic memory, because we do not know where we need how much element can be inserted. So the next slide is continue by Baborani.
So the slide is the topic of today is malloc. So malloc is basically stands for memory allocation, and you can see here that it is a syntax of the malloc function. And basically malloc function is used to dynamically allocate memory in the program, and it returns value as an output, that is the garbage value. And malloc function is uses only one argument.